Hi guys, I hope you're all okay. Today I'm here with two of my friends, Danielle and Dominique, and we're working with Huggies to talk to you all about their new baby wipes and also just to talk about all things baby and baby bonding related. So each of these girls have two little boys and their newborn baby girl. So in my opinion, they're pretty experienced, so I always come to them with my worries and my questions and stuff. And recently I said to them, whilst I'm thinking about baby number 2, I was a bit worried that I wouldn't have enough time to bond with that baby as much as I did with Harrison. So how's parenthood for you, and was there anything that you was excited or nervous about?
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit nervous with the breastfeeding this time. Charlie over there was 6 weeks premature, so it's constantly feeding.
Yeah.
But this time Indy just took to it like a dream, and I mean, she's doing really well, and also it's really hard to balance having 3 kids.
Yeah, I bet.
It's exciting obviously, but
Yeah.
it's just hard with the balancing, school run, housework.
And just finding that time to bond.
Yeah, but we get there. We do like with the bath time and nappy change. It's just time to have like a giggle with India so she can have a wriggle around. Obviously just changing her nappy is a time on its own. I mean, just to
I found that with
spend one-on-one. Yeah, definitely.
So something that I always tell new and expecting mums is that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and whether it's night feeds or, you know, sleepless nights, whatever, that seems horrible at the time, it eases up. Is there anything that you wish that you did and didn't know? Like you hadn't known before?
All the pressures they put on you for being a new mum, or even a first time mum, like breastfeeding, because I did breastfeed her for a week and then end up having mastitis in both boobs, in hospital on a drip, and that just ruined the experience for me. So the bonding didn't feel that great, but putting her on the bottle settled her, and it made me much more relaxed, so she was more relaxed.
Yeah, definitely. And you just got to think that all babies are different.
Yeah, that's
they will be different, so you cannot compare.
Yeah.
You just got to do what's right for you and like your family.
So I think you just have to remember that every baby's different, and you just have to kind of do things your own way.
Try and relax as much as possible.
Yeah. So is there anything that you wish you'd done different when it comes to like relaxing and bonding with the baby? Because I know I personally have like a little niggle that I didn't make the most of the night feeds, because that would have been the perfect opportunity to bond with Harrison, and having him on the changing table, like, did I make the most of it? I know that sounds ridiculous because it's just changing a button, but I feel like I was in such a rush all the time and under so much. I wasn't under stress, but I felt like
sometimes
so
feel
stressed,
more stressful than it is,
and I feel like I should have just used every single opportunity to bond with him. And also, so many people told me, sleep when the baby sleeps, nap when the baby naps, and I didn't. But in hindsight,
it doesn't quite work like that, does it?
No, but in hindsight, I think Harrison would have been such a chilled baby if I'd been a little bit more chilled. So what do you think?
Sense the stress. Yeah, I just think every sort of opportunity you have, even if it's bath time, nap time, changing time, just make the most of it. I mean, they grow up so quickly. Yes, I mean, she doesn't sleep through the night, but I'm not bothered about that, because I know within the next 6 months she will.
Exactly.
It doesn't last forever.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, there's definitely light. I
think when you're in that moment, another thing that I always say to like new mums is just take that 5 seconds, because it might seem like the biggest deal at the time because you are tired. It's a tiring job.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's the most tiring job you'd ever do.
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
But you know, it does ease up, and the time that you're spending stressing and not relaxing with your baby, you could be building on the best bond.
Yeah,
definitely.
See, me and Neve have started baby massage, so we do that every night after our bath, so that's just our time together. Then I try and make some time for the boys, because obviously having 3, you've got to have time with all of them.
I can't imagine.
It's crazy sometimes, but you just have to get on with it.
Yeah, like I'm terrified about number 2. You've done number 3. Like,
2's a breeze, 3's not so much of a breeze.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. So following on from that, what would your top tips be for bonding with a baby from day 1? I think for me it's just what I've said probably a million times now, just making the most of each of those moments and just changing like feeding time and bath time, everything, just really concentrating on it and not trying to rush it by. Also, I remember saying that I wasn't going to be the mum that spent ages at the changing table singing nursery rhymes. And I was with my mum, and we was in a baby room in like a department store, and she was like, "You've become that mum." But I wouldn't change it for the world, because I honestly think that like that one-on-one time with your baby singing, and it's the perfect time. And we used Huggies when Harrison was little, and I honestly think it helps so much because they're natural products, they're made from so much water, and he was so sensitive, so it just added to a calm experience.
Expanding nappy changing time, making it more of a fun thing to do. So even if just before your bath, you can lay down on a changing mat and let them have a bit of freedom, get a nappy on for tummy time, scatter some toys around. She loves it at the moment. She's finding her feet, so she's sort of rolling from side to side.
Oh, that's such a nice stage.
It's just expanding that changing time. It hasn't got to be so quick, let's rush, put a nappy on, let's rush out the door. Just having a bit of relaxation around it all, really.
Skin to skin and stuff, we like that.
Yeah, skin to skin with the baby is like
even still now at her age.
It must be the biggest comfort for them. Like,
and like the cuddles,
and your cuddles.
She's so much more like relaxed in the day if she's sleeping on me. Obviously it's not practical all the time, but when it is, make the most of it.
You've got that little moment you can just sit down, have a cup of tea and have them just relax on you. And it's an extra bit of bonding time, I suppose, you wouldn't have.
I think that's what it all comes down to, is you just have to make that time. And that's probably my biggest bit of advice.
They're not babies for long, are they? And because it's our last, we have to make that bit more of an effort.
Say that now.
No.
So many expectant mums ask me like what to expect on those first few days at home, and other than just to expect the unexpected, the countless visitors and the poo explosions, sleepless nights, you must have tons of advice now, being on your third babies. What would your top tips be for the first few days at home?
I'd say keep on top of your pain relief. You're going to need it. And
definitely.
like with the visitors, when it gets too much, just say, because it does get overwhelming.
Sometimes it's just best to be honest as well. I know you're all emotional, but you just have to be honest.
And if someone offers help, then I would take it, because we got help with the boys, because I was in and out of hospital for the first couple of weeks, so it's hard.
And also with me breastfeeding, I have to make sure I'm eating enough, having enough to drink, and just expect a lot of nappy changing, a lot of feeding,
changing of
and
clothes,
just
and also like your well-being. It's
important.
A hormone time. Like I didn't know quite how emotional I'd be like on day 3.
Definitely,
but I think with that you just have to keep talking about it, because it's so natural. It's like the most normal thing to feel like how you might feel by day 3 or 4. It's just your hormones, but I think so many new mums don't know that.
No, they don't. It is what expected, but you just have to relax. And obviously what Danielle said, take as much help as possible.
And like you said, talk about it, because if you do like feel upset, it is best to speak than rather keep it inside.
I just found talking. There was I got to the point where I was going to the shower to cry, because I felt like I shouldn't be crying at that point.
You feel like bad.
It's very natural. It's very natural to cry.
So when you become a mum, an expectant mum, a new mum, you will get so much conflicting advice on everything. I always stick to trust your health visitor, your GP, and in my case I will tend to always trust my mum
over anyone else.
100%. What about you?
We're the same. I think we trust our mum over anyone else, don't we?
I think the health visitors are good, because things change as the years go on.
They're obviously professional, but from our mum is a mum of 4, so we've got to respect that. And I think,
but you do it your own way, like you parent how you want to parent. No one can tell you what to do, because
everyone has their own little ways of doing things, and I think that's lovely. I think everyone should be different. Obviously you've got to stick to some guidelines with the formula making and bits like that,
but otherwise it can be like really confusing, like everyone bombarding you with different things. You start to feel like
all these
you start questioning yourself.
No textbook to parenting, because
you just have
every day's different and every baby's
go
different.
with the flow and just make the most of it.
So just like follow what your GP says, what your health visitor says, ultimately. So as you know, I'm filming this video for Huggies for their new newborn wipes. So we're going to have a little bit of baby wipe mum chat. When did you first start using them?
I'd say with Jake, I used advice of cotton wool water. But with India and Charlie, it was straight on the pack of wipes.
Yeah.
They were in my hospital bag. They're just so practical.
So convenient.
They're thick and moist, so you only need one for each nappy change.
Yeah, we
they're
use
just
them from day one.
they're in my bag all the time, whether it's for Charlie, having spillage.
Yeah.
I mean, top
I
of
use them
fingers
for
are so
everything.
sticky. But no, we used them, I'd say, from day one with the babies.
Because they're so
didn't we?
gentle, they're not going to harm their delicate skin. So
No,
I mean, these are
they're
safe
so
to use from day one.
Yeah.
They've not got any alcohol, they're fragrance free, and they're also made up of 99% water, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
You're not
to
gonna
get up in the night to
closer.
do the cotton wool water is too much hassle, especially when you're tired.
Yeah.
As
I think
well.
I lasted about 3 days doing that.
Yeah, and do you know what's a
Yeah.
good bit of advice? To have a packet of wipes in each room in the house.
Oh yeah, I do.
Definitely. And then one
They're
set
everywhere,
handbag.
in the car.
Everywhere. They're everywhere. Yeah.
Honestly. Did you receive any expert advice in regards to your
Yeah,
wipes?
I think cotton wool and water, like the health visitors come into the room,
Yeah.
are using
Yeah,
cotton wool and
yeah.
water
They make
when they
sure-
come in to change her, obviously, because
Yeah.
of cesarean. I couldn't
Yeah.
But I
get
did
up to
actually,
do
one
it.
nurse did say, oh, what wipes are you using? And I said, oh, I've got Huggies in here. She
Yeah.
said, oh, that's perfect then.
Yeah.
There's no
Some of them
problem
do
there.
give you that advice, say
Yeah.
wipes are fine, some
Yeah,
of them
because
do
Harrison
say...
has always had super sensitive skin. Like now he suffers with eczema, so we just have to be really careful with what we use.
What brands you use.
But I mean,
definitely.
these are perfect because they are
Definitely.
so
We've-
so
yeah,
gentle.
We've always been on them
I've
from 9 years ago.
sworn
so-
by Huggies.
Yeah. What do you look for in a wipe? What would you advise
I
other
look
new
for
mums
to make
look
sure they've got loads of water in, and
Yeah.
to make sure they're good for delicate skin and
No
newborn.
harsh chemicals.
Exactly.
They've got to be accessible, easy to open.
Yeah.
They've got to be thick. They can't break off.
Yeah, these ones are really
These
thick,
are
so
so
you only
thick.
They're
get one
perfect.
wipe, so
Yeah,
they are really good.
perfect.
I remember my health visitor saying just to keep things as natural as possible because you
Yeah.
don't want to put any harsh chemicals
No,
on
definitely
a
not.
baby's skin.
No,
are
and even if
perfect
you
for them.
sort of, I try and bath India every night, but if I miss a bath time, I'll
Yeah.
just give her a top and
Oh
towel
my gosh, yeah.
with a
head to
baby
toe
wipe,
with a
which
wipe.
is perfect. So I
Yeah.
mean, for her skin, even on her face, we use them on Charlie's hands.
Yeah, I mean these are
Yeah.
natural. They're, like I said, they are safe from day one. No parabens, no alcohol, nothing in them. So you really can use them like head to toe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
So yeah, that is our little wipe chat. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know what you thought of this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments if you have any advice for new mums when it comes to relaxing and bonding with your baby.